Thank you, everyone. Before I get started, can we give one more round of applause to our two student performers? Thank you to everyone in attendance today, both here at CUNY Brooklyn College and those of you joining us remotely through Zoom. I am honored that you are here today to celebrate this joyous accomplishment with me. You are all coming from the many different intersections of my life: family, friends, colleagues, school administrators, students, college students, student teachers, state and national leadership, accessible arts education leaders, nonprofit organizations, and teachers and mentors who taught me at some point. Together, you have helped shape me to this exact moment in time and to the creation of the Accessible Music Classroom for All. I mentioned the word shaping today because this is one of the ideas that I share very early in the book. We are all shaped to some extent by past experiences, our families, and how we were raised or taught. And today's success is a testimonial to all of you. Shaping has the capacity to impact what we can do with our lives and what our students can do in their futures. When I decided I wanted to write a book, I was hesitant at first. I had actually already outlined a book years ago when I was on medical leave for a foot injury and had nothing to do. Clearly, that went nowhere. What could I possibly contribute that could impact positive change in our field? Do I really have anything new to share or say that has not been said before? These were some of the intrusive thoughts that prevented me from getting started due to my own imposter syndrome. Nevertheless, it was through the guidance of Dr. Elise Sobel, who has been my mentor for the past 12-ish years. She said to me, quote, in a car ride coming back from Rochester on the New York State Freeway, "Your book is already written." These 5 words were the spark that inspired me to reflect on what I can do. Using her legacy as my North Star and compass, I am glad I heeded her advice. I learned I can contribute something positive and inspirational to the field. She guided me to go back to where it all starts, my students and my classroom. Part of my philosophy as a teacher is that everyone can. The phrase, "all students can," is always mentioned on the final slide of my presentations. I do this to emphasize the fact that yes, everyone has an array of possibilities. I adhere to this testament because I have seen the evidence in my classroom. You've seen the evidence today. In my classroom, both with my elementary and secondary students and with my college students. You can. I hope these are words that my students will remember me for. You can. For some, a little support may be needed so you can achieve your best, however it works for you. I can make sure that those tools are always there for you. This is part of the message that I aim to convey in this text. Everyone has the ability to find success. You all can. But what I really hope is that it inspires the reader to think this way as well. To the educators already teaching and the next generation of teachers, we can be the change makers who make the world an inclusive and accessible place for all. Not some, but all. All is the other keyword throughout the book. I mentioned in the preface that there is a reason the word all is capitalized every time it is used. I do the same when presenting a workshop or teaching a college class. All means all, every single one of our students. So when I circle back to where I started, not knowing what to contribute, I can proudly say I have a message that I hope connects with you. All can. Elise was right. The theme was there all along. All can be a solo in a symphony of noise. All can create harmony in a world of dissonance. All can sing their own tune when the lyrics say something differently. All can create a cadence to the tension and discord. All can be an ensemble of different voices, but sound as one. All can. And music will bring us there together. Throughout this process, I already knew that my students can, but while writing this text and completing this journey, I also discovered that I can. I can, you can, we can, all can. A huge part of this learning process for me has been teaching my students. Over the years, they have exposed me to new ideas, worlds, thoughts, and perspectives. Their experiences in my classroom have helped me to see the world through a new lens. Therefore, I dedicate this text to all of the students I have taught. You are seen, you are heard, you matter. The Accessible Music Classroom is for all of us, and about all of us together. It's about who we are, what we do, how we do it, where we do it, and why. It brings together the idea that everyone can have access to engage, succeed, connect, and most importantly, make music. It's about how all can in a way that works for them. And now, I would like to share a reading from the Accessible Music Classroom for All. This selection is from the 3rd chapter titled, Who Shapes the Strength-Based Environment? This passage is titled, Why Music? It introduces the reader to what music does for us as human beings, what it does for our students, and what it means to me personally. I hope this passage connects with you.